Showed us around the farm and around the track, and took us down to the greenhouse and took us down to the church and made sure we got to see it all and telling us all his hopes and dreams. And he made sure we rang the bell. He said you have to ring the bell for good luck. So anybody that comes out to the church, the bell is now, the rope is downstairs all the way to the first level, so that even if someone's handicapped and can't get up the stairs, you can still ring the bell. So I made sure I got that. I have my little notes here. I'll give a little background of the church. The church was originally the Lutherans and the Reformed church. The Lutherans broke away from the Reformed church, sold out their part. The Grimm family, who actually owned the house next door to the church, donated the land to the church and the land the Rose Garden's on. So the Lutherans built this two-story white church in 1880. It cost $3,500. They had a nice pointy steeple on it and then a bell tower underneath. And it was later on that the bell tower, or first the steeple got condemned when they had to take it down, when they took the bell tower down. So the church actually had none of that on it, as far as I know, when David bought it. So I don't know if it's the original bell that was still in the church, but David had sent the bell out to be refurbished. So I do think that it was the bell that was in the church, and it went along with it when he bought it. I have spoken to the pastor's daughter, who was the pastor from 1935 to 1961. She gave me a lot of interesting memorabilia that's in the book up there. A picture of the church when it had the hitching post out front, and it has the tree in the front yard that I'm sure everybody's seen, that they believe may be the oldest tree in Beavertown. We're trying to find out. So I'm not going to cut that tree down. Okay. I'm not good at this. The steeple is the highest point in all of Beavertown, and I closed on 420. And for any of you that know what 420 is, then you'll get that part. There's 1,944 square feet through. So my apartment will be on one level, on the second level. The memorial room will be on the bottom level. So that's not counting the foyers. So been working on all this. Forgot to cut. The church. This is not acceptable. In 1971, the church no longer became a church, so they gave it up, and that's when it got bought out, but then eventually got condemned. And David, saved it from the wrecking ball because he saw that this was really something worthwhile. In the next few weeks, I'm going to be getting a sewer put in, and when they put the sewer in, they have to dig up the front yard, and we're going to take the cornerstones out of the church where we think there's archives. Because there's two big squared up stones that are in the corner that don't look like any other part of the foundation and also aren't caulked. So we're thinking those are the cornerstones, so I'm going to have some kind of a stonemason come in, take them out, and we're going to see if it's chiseled down and if there is anything in the cornerstone. We took off the bottom step that we heard people put stuff under, but there was nothing but half of an English walnut that had been under there for 130 years. When I entered into the church, I hadn't been in it since '05. So when I went out to tour it, with the realtor, I didn't know what to expect. And most of you think that there's this fancy museum behind those doors. There's just piles of stuff. And there's straw, and he kept straw in there, and he was a collector. He went out collecting in his pickup truck, and he would back up to the church and he would offload his collection of the day. And so I have numerous doors, mirrors, tabletops, and old chairs. So I'm going to try to incorporate all this stuff into the museum. I want to try to repurpose almost everything that there is there. I've already had part of the stage on the second floor removed, and I'm gonna have a raised kitchen that'll be on the other part of the stage, but I'm repurposing those boards from the stage to go inside my stairwell. And I got one fan that she came over in the other day, and she pounded out nails out of these stage floors for 5 hours, and piled all these nails in a bucket. I got stairs made going from the second floor up to the attic, and it's like 26 stairs, and so that people will be able to go up there, and then we're working on getting the ladder. There's a ladder made out of 2x4s going up the wall now, which I don't think it's just made, so that some of us could actually go up into the bell tower, and the view is spectacular from up there. You can see all around Beavertown. I haven't ventured up that far. I do know I'm not going in my basement ever again. There's a crawl space, there's a snake in there, and he eats the mice, from what I know, because nothing has been mouth bitten, so he eats the mice. And I thought that was fine, I'll just steer clear of him. So he slithered up to the realtor when she put the sign out, so she's the one that told me about it. But last weekend I was out there and I opened the basement door and there was a spider there. And so, yes, he is no longer, but I'm not going into the basement. But we're working on the second level to make living accommodations for me. Once I get out there, then I'm going to need fan support to come in and help with cleaning and help tear out the walls and so forth, you know, on the bottom level, so that we can make that into a memorial room. David left behind glass cases that he, you know, huge glass cases that he wanted used and stuff. So, you know, I'm going to need fan support. We're going to stay on Facebook and online, letting people know when we're getting together and whoever can come out. And hopefully by that time I will have an indoor bathroom and some running water. Thank you.